Welcome back. Team Excel were mighty impressive in their Elite Series debut last weekend, but tonight the Talisman is mixing it in Vegas. We don't know what he's up to, but I'm sure he's having a great time. They take on Epsilon without Infectious in their ranks. Epsilon can sniff an opportunity to register a first win, and Shuri Sengan and Damascus are ready to talk us through this one. Gentlemen, it was a feast, wasn't it, the first matchup? See, I was doing food again. Gentlemen.
It was actually sick. Actually, you didn't know, but it's actually Damascus and Damascus commentating today. So it's going to be actually interesting to see how they handle this.
Listen, I don't have to talk now. This guy's going to do the job for us.
Nah, it's going to be gourmet, mate. It's going to be gourmet.
Bon appetit. Bon appetit, gentlemen, on matchup 2.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We've got Brian with Rashid versus Takamura with Ken. Now, you actually made an interesting point to me.
There is one extra thing that you forgot to mention.
Tell the viewers at home.
Takamura's big brother is Kefteros. Kefteros plays Rashid. So these guys rinse this matchup every single day of their life.
So how do you feel this is going to go? Because in my mind, I was like, Brian's going to run shop here because of the character.
Well, I do feel like Rashid has the upper hand in this kind of matchup, but... Well, first of all, it's the first one.
Yeah.
Second, it's Takamura. Listen, I don't know what Brian's Takamura experience is, but I swear, if you've never played Takamura, you're losing.
You're losing.
If you have never played Takamura in this game, no matter the character you have, you're losing the first game because he does not play Street Fighter 5. He plays Takamura Fighter 5.
I like that.
Yeah, that's the main thing I want to see now. And also, obviously, he's used to that matchup. He played a lot with his brother, who plays the same character. So I'm curious to see. I mean, Ken definitely has the damage output to just, put Rashid down really quickly.
And the Oki as well. Everything leads into itself as well.
But the main thing is the ground game. Will he be able to go through Rashid's crouching fears, Rashid's superior ground game tools?
Yeah. I mean, looking at it, I thought it was, Excel with the advantage, and that's why they brought those two up versus each other every single time. But I'm interested to know if Excel actually thought that as well.
Yeah.
If Excel forgot that Takamura's brother's Kefteros, but
that's a good question.
We're gonna find out.
We don't know Brian's experience against Ken as well, because that's also a variable to take into account. But
well, he did try and play him for a while. He was looking to main him, dropped him. So I think he knows his stuff, but it just does he know Kefteros Ken? I mean Takamura's
Ken, yeah. Let's see how.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Straight away, the jumping.
That is why you cannot beat Takamura on the first round.
What a start! Brian's been able to pick himself back up here, but he's been put back in the corner.
Great punish on Brian's side. Ready for the V-skill. A bit too far.
There we go.
Another point there.
He's near stun as well, Damascus. He can get stunned very easily.
Yeah. Oh, another jump in, but the light kick anti-happen. It's time for the V-trigger. Oh, great block.
Oh, the punish as well.
I love that EX Fireball did not get clipped by that V-trigger. Great choice from Takamura there. Trying to get in.
Oh, he's got V-trigger as well. Can definitely do this. I'm so shocked that Brian is on the defensive here.
Oh no, bad jump.
Wow, what a conversion there from Brian.
Brian looking for the opening, Takamura not pressing any button. What? The normal DP? What?
He's not punishable here. It's interesting. Brian pressed the button there. Takamura is the type of person to definitely DP. Very
Brian
smart.
rinsing that 3 frames button, but as you said, that's really smart of him to just keep checking him. And you could see that Brian is pressing something after that, which means there is something to get on this round. And I'm curious if Takamura will get that one.
Oh, the crush counter, big but
low conversion, unfortunately, on Brian's side. Great.
One thing that I'm impressed with is the way Takamura has been able to get out of the corner when he's been put back in.
He knows how critical it is to get out of the
corner. Oh, the action
from Brian.
He was ready!
Back corner, we are way Katsu. Great conversion on Takamura's side. It's time for Takamura to sit on the driver's seat for a while.
No respect from Takamura. He's making sure. I love he's making the walk under punish.
Love that fall to avoid that DP.
But these two aren't respecting each other whatsoever. They're waking up and pressing their buttons here.
Now the great backdash on Takamura's side. You can see that matchup.
Oh no! Damascus!
Punish that. Oh no, there's another drop. What is this match becoming to be right now? Oh no!
Punish!
Great punish from Takamura again. He's gonna go for the max damage and finishes the round. Critical mistake from Brian's side. Not sure why you go for something that heavily punishable against someone who's quite confident in that matchup.
Maybe tried to sniff something out. I don't know if it was, him not sticking to his guns and just giving up a bit of willpower there, wanting to finish it out. But he's still in this. Last round. What the check?
Oh, what?
Oh my goodness, no. I'm done doubting this kid. This kid is absolutely insane, Damascus.
Getting quite a weird interaction, but Brian now taking up pressure.
Back throw, missed his meaty.
The meaty. Great Virosal as well. Does not want to stay in the corner against Takamura.
Those backdashes from those fireballs. It's making Brian a bit hesitant here in neutral.
Oh, then stayed in front and the conversion to maximize the damage on Brian's side. That's not gonna kill, but it's gonna give him a great position. Takamura now on full V-trigger, a bit too far to punish, still activated. Oh, what? Trying to get the punish, still gets it, Takamura.
Tattoo for the mix-up. No, goes for the low. Wake up frames. Oh my goodness, he gets the version in.
Not gonna keep it.
One hit.
And the big knee.
I can't believe Brian woke up with a button. Takamura clinches it for his team. Look at that, his brother hugging him, letting him know there's no way you're losing that matchup. I know you can't speak that English, but there's no way. You play this every day, brother. I'm so happy. Mais oui.
Takamura taking the first game. And what a game it's been. Such a close one. Bit of a few misses on both sides.
Both sides, yeah. I think Brian wasn't ready for the depth that Takamura knew this matchup.
Yeah, you could see that. You know what? That backdash on the whirlwind, that just shows the guy is ready. And look at this critical one. You go on a Ken who is on V-trigger with 1 EX, and you do something that's minus 28.
I don't think he was ready for him to do that punish. Like, I don't think he was ready. And it's very interesting there to see that Takamura did those minor situations, right, and didn't press a button, and saw that Brian liked to press quite a lot of buttons. I'm not sure if Brian had meter at the end, but when he walked up to him for that deciding meaty jab,
he had meter, but
he could have EX'd, right? That's the mind game.
Do you want to? I mean, I know it's Evo, everyone is in Vegas, but you know, it's in London. You don't bet, on the
big money.
It's not what you do, on a regular basis in London, right? But yeah, that would have been basically the biggest Hail Mary, which is, am I just doing it and just hoping to the gods that I win, or am I just trying something else? That's the point. It was the last moment you needed to pick a choice. His choice was wake up button.
I think you saw the difference in mentality between the two players. Brian didn't want to risk it. Takamura didn't care.
Yeah. That is why it's so hard, so tricky to face Takamura. But now, after Takamura took the first game, now the positions are reversed. Is Takamura coaching his big brother, as we are going to have Kefteros against Bricterium. Urian against Rashid. And actually, Kefteros last week played against, which Urian was it? Because he played against a Urian and he won.
It was Old Man Grump. Old Man Grump.
Yeah, it was Old Man Grump.
He ran over him the first game, and then Old Man Grump adjusted, and then Kefteros took it the last game.
But I want to say that seeing that, I think Epsilon is away, because that's a matchup Rashid does well in.
Yeah.
And I do think that in this team, no one wants to face Urian. So seeing this, I would believe that
Epsilon has it,
the first choice was for Excel, and they decided to put Brian against. I'm curious to see if I'm right or not, but that's my gut feeling on this one.
Well, we can find out after. Here we go. Bricterian in a dangerous position.
Flamboyant suit from Bricterian.
Very nice. Yeah, that lime green. Who's going to
pressure? Great reaction from Kefteros, punishing the fireball straight away. And goes on the offense now. That crouching fierce is so hard to deal with for Urian, one of the few characters who can consistently outrange him.
This isn't looking good for Bricterian. He's getting absolutely smothered from Kefteros. It looks like he's unaware of this matchup. And like you predicted, I think Epsilon might run away. But here we go, Bricterian's fighting back. Excuse my French. Sorry, Bricterian, I will never doubt you, bro. V-trigger. Oh my goodness, that was the biggest. I've never seen that.
Jumping fierce. You know what? I am pretty sure this actually hit forward and lands behind.
And land behind.
Yeah. Because
I've never seen that before.
Jumping fierce is really hard to make cross-up mana. That could have been it. So hard to block.
Very good.
Kefteros losing patience.
Oh my goodness! Bricterian all of a sudden has turned this right. Oh! He missed his meaty throw.
Waking up, crouching, medium kick on Kefteros' side. This just goes on to show. Big brother or young brother, they both don't care. They just play their own game.
Yeah, very much so. I'd like to know what they're feeding him in that household.
No respect.
No respect. The EX, get off of me. There's the throw into the loops.
That's going to be a throw loop.
He's not dashing as well. These are manual
dashing.
time.
The manual timing gets the overhead. Another throw.
The cojones on this guy. Hey, just reflector.
All right. Button press.
Mix up. Nice. Gets the corner as well.
He's gonna get the reset, jumps out, wanted that EX to come out. Not happening. Kefteros getting out of the corner.
Bricterian.
He has been... Have you seen the respect in this duel?
Oh, both not press getting. Oh, wow, what a reaction to do the EX to get through the fireball there. Bricterian can bring this back for his team XL.
And
manages to equalize it.
Kefteros not blocking that Urian target combo twice.
He stood up there, so I'm not sure if he actually jumped or tried to press a button. It didn't say count hit. Maybe he was trying to escape there, Damascus. We're going to the last round. EXs on EXs on EXs, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice, Amo mashing the jab to save his life. Gets away with it. Kefteros now trying to zone with that crouching fierce.
Nice from Terran to take his turn. He's done very well responding here to Keftaros. Has the life lead, but is in a disadvantaged situation here in the corner.
Oh no!
My goodness!
Committed to the standing fears, and Bricterium taking control. Keftaros will have to put in some work to get back this one. Great conversion, no finish on that one.
This is looking good for Excel. Bricterion has battened down the hatches and is showing that he's here to win.
Yeah, I got to love Bricterium's reactions as well. Has been so on point, and what an anti-air at this range!
Oh, he woke up, he didn't care!
Right, Mike Dash, the V-Trigger is gonna be time. Oh, the Aegis, that's a great choice, man! Still gets hit, but the V-Trigger goes the other way! What a...
Oh my goodness, Bricterion! What a response! Oh!
What?
I'm gonna pass out.
An optimal response.
I'm gonna pass out.
The V-Trigger came out and he immediately went for the close Aegis to make sure that may V-Trigger hit him, the Aegis would just
protect him. Yep. So smart. And you saw Keftaros did the V-Trigger. Right, it's my time. Cross.
No, it's not. Look at the cross-up standing round fierce, man. That first round was crazy.
That was beautiful, yeah. And I just thought, you know, Keftaros was gonna take it away here.
Yeah.
Wakes up with a crouching medium kick to catch him.
Gutsy from him.
And then Bricterion manages to just get the overhead there, no counter hit, maybe try to...
But look at this,
wow.
That Aegis just reflected, and then he could just go and chill in Rashid's own tornado. Being like, hey, come to your win, man.
That was absolutely brilliant. You saw Keftaros got over the other side, the Aegis reflector came out, and Keftaros was like, wait, what, you can do that? Oh my goodness, there's a mirror in my face, I can't go, what can I do, what can I do?
You don't know how hard it is when you face Urian, and you know, he spawns that Aegis, and you're like, okay, what can I do now?
Yeah, like, and all of a sudden everything switched.
Yeah, it's like you try to remember, what can I do
in this situation? Bricterion sitting there like, excellent, you've played right into my hands.
Great play from Bricterium, evening it up 1-1. And up next, we're going to have a Kami mirror, I believe.
Yeah, Tom B versus Hurricane. This is very interesting here. Like, these are 1-1 on the teams. Hurricane can, you know...
It's going to be a critical match on this one. And listen, Tom B, last week, he came up. We didn't know about him. He came up against Luffy, and he was that close to beating
him, yeah.
That was so close. Everyone was like, wait, is he going to do that?
He's legit, yeah.
Everyone on the crowd was like...
They were stunned.
He's actually going to do that. And he lost out of a critical decision that, you know, Luffy's composure somehow magically got it back.
Get him through, yeah. So.
But on this now, he's going to have to face Hurricane.
Well, I mean, he's the underdog. He said that he wasn't too confident, but I don't know if that's a bit of, like, you know, false information to just feed infection.
I'm gonna call it bluff.
Hurricane, sorry. Yeah, you're gonna call it bluff. You think he's fine? You think he's ready to take Hurricane out?
I'm gonna call it bluff. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how Hurricane.
I've got the 4 aces in his hand. And like, nah, man, nobody. I don't want it. I don't feel it.
He's got the 4 of a kind. Yeah. Is that what you're saying? Well, Kami versus Kami. This is gonna be an absolute slobber knocker. They both picked the exact same outfit as well.
Of course.
Be interesting.
Got to represent.
Tom B came up through the draft.
Yep.
Did very, very well in week 1. Let's see if he can repeat that.
And Hurricane, who lost last week.
Yeah.
And he said that he wants to make up for it. So.
He wants to make amends, yeah. He wants to show why he's on Team XL, right?
Yep.
Well, Team XL are stacked. You know, their players are all high caliber, as you can see from Bricterion coming in and just, you know, stepping right in. But it's 1-1. Make no mistake, Epsilon can absolutely close this out here.
That's a very important set to win here. You do not want to be the team in the position of having to win 2 games in a row.
And here we go, Tom B on the offensive.
Right, trying the reversal. Hurricane trying to get the corner pressure now.
Ooh. That standing heavy punch that Hurricane loves to throw out in case you throw out a button. Gets his own steps going. Oh, the Shimmeroo, the Shimsham.
Right, goes for the max damage and finishes the round. What a round from Hurricane.
Oh my goodness. The dude got put into the corner, view reversaled, and then ran his game. Hurricane is looking ready here. Can Tom B adjust?
Ooh. No conversion on Tom B's side. Trying to install his game, but Hurricane, the active Kami we know, is not going to let him
take crouch medium kick. Yeah, making sure that he can't dash at him. Checking those dash-ins.
Right, trying to shimmy. No, but no respect.
Are you serious?
Hurricane in again.
I don't care about my minus frames. Good tech there.
Oh, he stopped the time, but not react to that weird choice from Tom B. Had everything needed.
I think the V-Trigger actually gave him invincibility on that.
That's a good question. Oh,
punish
no! And Tom B unable to keep composure. Looked a bit nervous at the end of this game.
Not happy, you can see, shaking his head. You know he could have done better than that, but...
Yeah, unfortunate for Tom B.
Listen, Damascus, you know what this means, right?
This means game 4. This means...
Well, before we get into that, let's talk about what happened there for Tom B. He started off so strong, you know, Hurricane managed to use that V reversal, and then it all just went downhill.
Went down, yeah. And I mean, when you're cornered against Kami, it's something. When you're cornered against Hurricane,
It's a totally different beast.
honestly disheartening. Like, why do I even play this game, man? It's like
I've seen tournament high-level professional Street Fighter 5 players, right? That's like, I'm just going to take the throw. I'm not going to tech. I'm just going to let him throw me, man. The second they get put in the corner, throw. And they get punished for it, and they're always like, oh, why did I throw? Like, his pressure is just... It just completely negates all of your defensive plans. He just forces you to do things that you don't want to do.
And he's one of those players that I believe that kind of like Takamura, which is if you do not have experience against his playstyle, you're most likely losing a first to one. Because like first to one is something that needs a lightning fast adaptation skill. And do you really have that? I mean, in one game of Street Fighter 5 with a 900 health character, good luck, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But listen. Here we go again. We've seen Takamura win the first match versus Pac.
Oh, that's run back.
The second.
Yeah.
Here comes the run back. Can he clinch this out for Epsilon and take them up and get them to take the win over XL, who we all think is the fans' favorites? Or can Brian, you know, think about what happened, think about what he did wrong, come back strong and take this?
I mean, to be honest, it was a super close match as well. It's not like Takamura got his hands down. It was really, really close. Both of them was just a critical like Hail Mary from Brian on that dive kick that was 100%. Extremely unsafe. But it all came down to this. That's how close it was.
I think Brian wasn't prepared for how well Takamura knew the matchup. It'll be interesting to see how he respects him in this match.
Yeah, at least now he knows that the knowledge is on Takamura's side and he's not going to go for stupid gimmicks that he knows are punishable.
Here we go, Takamura fighting back. He needs to win this to make it up to 2-2. Excuse me, because XL actually have the advantage here on 2-1.
Right, the challenge, the crouching heavy.
Yeah.
A bit too far for the sweep to connect, so no attempt on Brian's side.
This is completely different from the first game. Both players are respecting each other.
Oh, too far. The bait was there, but no punish again from Brian. Completely missed that one. Great reaction from Takamura.
The cojones on this guy. He just whiffed the DP and then did it at the exact same time.
Does not care.
Very nice.
Oh, good one.
Minus, yeah. Knows that that's minus.
Right, Takamura showing. Oh, went for that one. Brian unfortunately missing out on the confirm.
Maybe tournament nerves here from Brian. Oh, stayed on the same side!
What?
That was disgusting, Damascus. Absolutely dirty from Takamura, and you can make this 2-2 here.
I could swear I've seen him going to the other side.
Other side, yeah, 100%. Listen, I was getting hit. There was no way I was blocking.
Oh, no! Brian losing composure there, and Takamura in comfortable position now.
Oh, and he played it out!
Well, the stun!
Needs to get him to the other corner.
Oh, 5 dashes to just get in. And Takamura maximizing, goes behind another one. Oh, great block from Brian.
He's throwing out all the shenanigans here. Brian needs to just hold down back. He's got the V trigger.
Needs to wait a bit. Great block from Takamura. No anti-air at that range. Challenges with the V skill a bit. No empty jump.
Oh, DP! He's still alive! He hits DP straight back in his face!
Great one from Brian, just showing that he's still very much in there. Gets the V trigger now. Smart choice. Keeps in the corner. Takamura needs one opening now. Oh! Shimmy to the throw. And
Takamura, wow, manages to take that. And Brian, someone who was like the MVP for XL last week, taking both of his games, just looked like he lost composure there. Takamura, absolutely dominant performance. And say what you want about this guy. I mean, loads of people say, he's really good first to one. He throws out a bit of random stuff. This guy knows his stuff. He is a professional fighter. There's a reason why he's up there on that stage. The choices that he have. Look at this. I was blocking cross-up.
Look at that cross-up, man. Look at that non-cross-up, I'm sorry. I even call it a cross-up. It's not even.
And then the respect there. Trying to fight back.
Trying to get there, but the smart.
The throw.
You know that's smart from Takamura's side because I think 3 times in this game he had like that exact same position where he just walked back and standing fierce.
Yeah.
And that time was walk back, walk forward, throw.
This is what I'm saying. This guy is smart. He's not just a random Ken player. This guy is one of the best Ken players that we have here in Europe. So he's made it go to a game 5. I can't remember who this game 5 was. It's Kefta Rose, I can see here, versus Bricterium. Another run back. Guys,
we got first to choose today, man.
You could not ask for a more exciting pairing than this. Epsilon versus XL. This has gone down to the wire.
Yeah, that one was pretty close as well, but Kefta Rose just kind of dropped a couple of critical moments, no conversion, a bit of a dropped meaties at times, so he's going to have to at least tighten his game.
Yeah.
And hopefully everything should go well. But the thing is, we've seen Bricterium. I mean, we're talking about how hard it is to get in such a big stage and keep your nerves down and be able to concentrate and stuff. And Bricterium is just showing us that
He looks like he's playing in his bedroom.
Man does not care.
Yeah,
He's
man
playing in his
doesn't care.
bedroom.
He's playing in his bedroom.
In your boxers on your sofa, in your favorite chair.
The game decisions he's making shows that the stage has not affected him whatsoever. And I mean, you might be sitting at home thinking it's 2-2. The teams are going to walk away with 1 point minimum. But listen, both players and both teams want this 3 points.
You want the 3 points.
They want to win.
And I would say even more for Epsilon, who lost their first game last
Yeah.
week, so they really want to get back on that one. Important set for Kefteros there.
Here we go. That lime green again from Bricktarian.
St. Patrick's. Urian. Oh, good conversion. Kefteros getting in.
He's got the corner already, Damascus. High stun as well.
Oh, the overhead. What a round from Kefteros.
He started off well here.
Getting in. Oh, the jump.
Wow, so smart there from Bricktarian.
Oh, no respect. And Kefteros, even in such a dominating position, does not care about doing an EX mixer.
Wow.
Great run from Kefteros.
Takes the
Settling.
first swing, yeah.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Epsilon are on set point. Again, another EX. He does not care. He's playing so disrespectful for Bricktarian. Hopefully trying to throw him off. Gets the throw.
Keep doing that. Great conversion. Oh, gets a counter hit. Oh, a bit too far, unfortunately. Bricktarian trying to get that first Vichiger of the round.
Very
Great
nice.
one. I like that. Gets away. Vichiger, what a choice.
Wow, here we go again. These choices that Bricktarian are making out in the game is just unbelievable.
Amazing choices, man. Always choosing the best move to just get away from that trigger.
Exactly. Every single time. Wow, this guy is for real, ladies and gentlemen. It's down to the last round again. Bricktarian versus Kefteros.
Oh, right. Kefteros, open the hostilities. Gets the corner. Oh, the block was there. He could have done more. Does not want to go for that crush counter there.
He's near stun again, Damascus. This is dangerous.
Close the stun. Maybe the stun. Oh, he's not going for the max damage. Unfortunately, still goes for the basic one. No meter use. He wants to build that super. Oh, the
He do it.
The Aegis is still there.
Kefteros, take about this, Takamura. That is my brother. The brotherly high fives. Tombi as well. Wow. He knew exactly what Bricktarian was on. He knew the only thing that he was really going to do was wake up Aegis 1 frame, beats it with the throw, jumps over, throws again. Woo, Epsilon manages to take the first win here at the Gfinity Elite Series and gets a nice 3 points on the board. Puts some
nice 3 points. I mean, Excel still gets away with 1 point,
yeah.
so both of them are even on the table right now. Both have 4 points, I believe.
They'll have 4 points.
Because Epsilon lost 3-2 to Method last week. That was the, that was the PAX pop-off.
Yes, that's going to be 4-4. Yeah, you are correct there.
Both of these teams now going
at the top of the leaderboard, those 4 points.
Yeah, but now you're gonna have some interesting next games because whoever gets their second win of the league gets straight to first. Comfortable position for them. It's gonna be very interesting. But man, after we had these amazing games, I like looking at Tom and just like trying to see what he's about because he looks exhausted all the time. Tom, how do you feel about this second amazing set?
Okay. Sorry, mate. What was going on? It was absolutely outrageous.
Were you still like recovering?
Well, I was still overlooking the fact that Brian, out of nowhere, 2 losses. I just couldn't get over that. And I was also, we were discussing tactics, actually, Senga and Damascus.
Okay. Oh,
no, it's fine.
Okay,
an excellent job from those 2 gentlemen. Another amazing matchup. We love it when it goes to 5 games like that. And it came down 1-0, and then out of nowhere at the end was just beautiful. Kefteros really played a fantastic game there against the debutant.
Yeah, I was very surprised at that because I haven't actually seen Kefteros play that much. So it's actually very good to see in his debutant performance. I think that's the first set that's gone down to the 5th game from this week and last week. I'm not.
Oh no, there was a couple last week that was just epic like that. But in that style where it was just back and forth, you didn't know which way it was going to go. And I tell you what, Bricktarian, I feel like he won his first match up there on his debut. Just Kefteros was a little bit too strong for him.
Yeah, he looked as they had that second game, that second opportunity, that second chance. He looked more alive, and he's like, right, we've had that first game. Let me just adjust and make it count. Because Kefteros actually won when it mattered. Yeah. That's what happened. I know we had the 2 run-backs, and obviously Brian lost. That's very uncharacteristic. I'm not used to seeing him lose 0-2 like that, but it was against, the notorious Takamura B. And then, obviously, the way that Kefteros adjusted to Bricktarian's gameplay, it looked like Bricktarian couldn't find his footing at all. I know he had a lot of combo drops, and he had a few things here and there, but that's what makes Joing such a strong character, despite whether you're feeling yourself on the day or not. The character can kind of pick you up, but it was unlucky for Brictarian, to be honest.
I mean, Excel won in the first week. They've lost here today.
That's
Epsilon
a big turning
finally
point in the table.
A massive turning point, and this is what we're going to see throughout the Elite Series as it goes on throughout the next 9 weweeks. It's just brilliant that the matchup, and Takamura, like, unbelievable. 2 wins against Brian. And what you said to me was when they get up there and they get the first game under their belt, they can really sort of open up and unleash, and we definitely saw that between Brian and Takamura.
Yeah, definitely, because it's, as I was saying to you off camera before, it's the players are used to first to 3, first to 2 formats, and, you know, this is a different environment to them, so they really got to show their entire hand the first game. But once you go, oh, hey, guys, you know you got a second game to play, and it's like, oh, can I go nuts even more now?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they done. And with that situation, Brian lost the first game, so he has to think about, right, what happened in the first game? I need to adjust. What did I do wrong? What did Takamura B do? And let me try and adjust to that. Whereas Takamura, he doesn't have to think so much or change his game plan, but he's like, right, I've won. I can expect Brian to adapt, and let me maintain that composure that got me the first game.
Yeah.
And that's what ultimately got him the second game as well.
Yeah, epic use of Ken. Listen, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get the man himself down. So if we could all just welcome onto the stage, Kefta Rose. Yes. Love that, buddy. Come and take a seat. Come and take a seat. Look at that cheeky smile. That is a smile that we didn't see week 1.
Yeah, because we lost week 1. It was close. We could do it, but in one match it's very difficult to adapt, and that makes the difference.
I mean, it came down to the decider, and Kefta Rose held his nerve at the end. You punched the air, then you collected your keyboard, and you were off. That was no mucking about.
The first time pretty frustrated me because I messed up some things, and like I said before, one match is very difficult. You cannot adapt, you cannot make a strategy. You have to play like in instinct, you know?
Does that force you to play a different way that you'd normally play them?
Yeah, truly. Usually with Rashid, you have to go with some shimmies, with frame traps, but Brictarian is a guy who never grabs, so it doesn't work. So you have to grab 4, 5, 6, 7 grab, like 15, and he always never grabbed. So that's how I played the last game.
There was a moment where Kefta Rose kept just grabbing him, kicking him back into the side, grabbing him, kicking him back, and it was just a lovely tactic. But Brictarian managed to beat you in that first one. So how did you change it for the rematch?
In the first match, I waited too much. I was feared because Urian has many reversal options, strong reversal options. I was feared and I waited. And in the last game, I went more offensive, but always with that grabs.
Well, it was incredible to watch. And also, as your brother Takamura winning 2 of those games against Brian.
He saved us. Yeah. Saved us, yeah.
How was he feeling up there? Was he feeling calm, composed?
He felt confident because we play often together. I play Rashid. He knows the matchup very well, so he was very confident in that matchup.
Well, congratulations. You get that win.
It was an important win. We lost the first week, and losing this week would mean no mistake. Now we are more comfortable.
Well, listen, you can sit back, you can relax and enjoy this. We're going to go to Yasmin, who's upstage with one of the losing team. I believe it's Hurricane with you, Yasmin. How's it going up there?
It is indeed Hurricane. How are you feeling?
A bit sad. We actually did the best we could do. We actually had a really specific game plan we had to stick to, and we played the matchup and the players' habits, but unfortunately it didn't go as we thought. So, and let's say that the format as well is not really appropriate for every character to deal with. Well, yeah.
You tried your best, though. You did try your best. Now you were without a team member today. Do you think that really affected how you played?
I might say that Infectious is definitely the strongest player in our team, but we are all as good as he is. And we actually had Bricterium, or it could have been Dortmunado or any of our subs, who's actually coming there to be showing them that we can also be some assets to the team, with or without infectious.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Now, before pre-match, did you have your eye on anyone in the opposing team that you thought, okay, I'm going to take them on. We can do this? Not asking you to slag anyone else. Well, maybe, if I'm honest.
Let's say that we were both all ready for all of them. But as I said, with the format, we weren't really ready for that. So we did the best we could do. But
I like what you did there, Hurricane. You didn't want to name anyone. You didn't want to name anyone at all. So how do you think your team performed as a whole, really? Because I know you're saying that you did the best, but do you think that you could have done it a little bit better, or?
Let's say we actually did the best we could do. It happens. We can win, we can lose, but it was just not our day today. So that's it.
It was your day last week, though. So you did well last week.
And it will still be the next other weeks.
There we go. All right, Tom, where you at?
I tell you what, he's my Cameroonian champion, Hurricane there. Very humble and just sort of composed. Cammy versus Cammy. Did you talk about tactics for Tom B when he was going to take on Hurricane?
But Tom B was prepared, but he was too nervous. You know, he didn't make his strategy. He didn't play with his mind. He was too nervous. And Cammy is a character that deals too much damage, so it can end up pretty quickly.
Yeah. So what will you do now? Where does Epsilon go now? One win, one loss.
One
you focus
win,
on the win.
one loss, but the most important is that we didn't send our best players yet. The big players are still waiting.
That is
we have Break in playing now in Evo. We have Atrosh, sorry, which is a very good player also. And we did well, losing only 3-2. Winning today and having the best players is a very good position now.
I just want to ask, because you played Method last week,
yeah.
Pax, the main man, was there. He delivered. He's not there today. I'm just going to ask you, Reason versus Method is our next matchup that is happening on the Elite Series. How do you feel Method will fare without that team?
To be honest, I know Luffy won't be there, Pax won't be there, and I don't really know the other guys playing in the team. I don't really know the opponents' guys also, so I can't tell you.
Will you watch it? Will you make a sort of analysis for how you're going to play against teams next week? Will you make any notes? Or will you just go and enjoy some food now, go home, just celebrate?
Yeah, it's too yet, I think. We have all the week and we'll talk about that with the crew. It's going to be okay, I think.
I think what you're saying is you haven't brought your notepad with you, but we'll get you one. Kevin Rose, you're an absolute champion. I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. We'll come back. We'll build up for match 3. It is, of course, Reason versus Method. If you want to watch it, well, don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a second.